Okay, so we're still on 8.4, part 2. We're going to be doing solving radical equations for applications and formulas. So here, example 1, this is the formula. We want to solve for r or isolate the r. So we're still using our rules that we just learned. Our radical is isolated, so I'm going to square both sides to get rid of it. So I squared equals p over r. So I need to clear my denominators. I need to multiply both sides by what's in the denominator, which is r. Come out here. I still want the r by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by what's next to it. So r equals p divided by I squared. So here I want the s by itself. I'm going to square both sides to get rid of my radical. So r squared equals s divided by 4 pi. I'm going to clear my denominators by multiplying both sides by what's in the denominator. Oop. And then I'm done. Example 3. I keep switching pens. I'm trying to find the darkest one so you can see it. We're solving for r, so first I'm going to move the pi. I'm going to divide both sides by pi. Now that's r squared, so I want just r, so I'm going to square root both sides, because the square root of r squared is just r, and the solution will be the square root of a divided by pi. Example 4, I want to get rid of the radical, so I'm going to square both sides. I want the w by itself, so I'm going to move L squared. Now to get rid of this power of 2, I'm going to square root both sides. So w equals the square root of d squared minus L squared. Alright, we're going to continue with some word problems. We're going to be using the Pythagorean theorem, which is to solve for a missing length of a side of a right triangle. So if we have a 14-foot ladder leaning against a house, so here's our ladder leaning. That's going to be the hypotenuse because it's across from the 90-degree angle, which is C. It's 11 feet up the house, and we don't have either A or B, it doesn't matter. And that's what we're going to be solving for, so make sure the C is on one side by itself. So B squared equals 14 squared minus 11 squared, which I don't like that. So 196 minus 11 squared is going to be 75, because 11 squared is 121. 196 minus 121 is 75. So B itself will be the square root of 75. So since this is a word problem, we're not going to leave it in simplest radical form. We want an estimate of what that length actually is. It's about 8 feet, 0.66. How about we do 8.7 feet. You'll be told where to round if you need to round. We rounded to 1 decimal place. Alright, let's do it again. The size of a TV is given by the length of the diagonal. So you have TVs are rectangular. So the diagonal, or the hypotenuse, what determines the length of the TV. What size of a TV whose length is 16 inches and width is 9 inches. So we don't have C. 9 squared plus 16 squared equals C squared. Nine squared's 81. 16 squared's 256. So C is going to be the square root of 337. Let's round this to 18-inch TV. To the nearest whole inch.